Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have this dangerous faction brewing and, yeah, they're a little dangerous, I suppose. We could fight them. We could try to not fight them. What, we would need a daughter to make that happen? That's probably pretty unlikely at this point. So, yeah, that's definitely a concern. We could just break someone's betrothal, like this one, in theory. Who are you betrothed to? This guy's imprisoned. So that would actually be completely fine. We're going to break this betrothal. Problem solved. We arrange a marriage between our daughter, who is here, and this guy's son, which... Let's do it this way. Much easier to figure out. There we go. So that'll create an alliance. The other guy's imprisoned, so we don't mind. Sounds good to me. So that'll get rid of that faction. We should probably host a feast for some increased opinion and stress relief. So we'll do that, and he'll disband that faction. There we go. Absolutely perfect. We have no need of ransoming people. I would rather that they stay imprisoned and not causing trouble than have the money from the ransom, in all honesty. All of these over here are maxed out for our current tech level. Of course, our tech level will be increasing, but not for a while. Not for a while. How's Chronicle writing going? 70 years. That's fine. We don't care. We must stop the villain behind this, I'm sure. We're going to call a hunt. Once again, we're going to lose stress and maybe get some friends. That would be nice. Lots of people want ransoms. We decline. There is absolutely no point at all in us letting them free. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be a thing. However, what might be a thing... where's our capital at? Our capital is up here. Do any of these guys... There's two remaining over here. Do either of these want to let us revoke their title? No? Sure. I'm not shocked about that one. And this guy. Ugh. This guy's really unhappy. You know... If we were to demand his conversion, he might accept. But if he doesn't, I believe that gives us an imprisonment... He just wants gold? Done. He converted. Okay, cool. So if we were to try to revoke this now, still at 0%. Okay, fair enough. Minus 35%, mostly due to opinion. What if we were to toss some cash at him? 41 opinion. That seems fairly worthwhile. Yeah, that seems reasonably worthwhile. Now he's at minus 3%. Cool. Now we're currently swaying this Khan of West Francia. He's already got pretty high opinion of us. So we'll abandon that, and we're going to work on swaying this guy. See if we can take that castle back. It's just much easier to have spare barony castles than spare county castles. So that's something that we'd like to do. Now, we're currently truced with Bengal, correct? Correct. We're also currently truced with both of these guys, correct? Correct. Who we're not truced with is these guys. Well, this guy we're truced with. We're not truced with this guy, so we're just going to do a de jure claim here. Fantastic. We'll raise up our troops somewhere like here. Men-at-Arms will take 4 months to arrive. We won't need anything other than the Men-at-Arms. So this seems fine by me. That war is already won. He just doesn't know it yet. We can demand payments. There are also children that we can send to university and titles we can create and all that jazz. We're not going to be too worried about that at this point. We're living legend, and that's completely fine. We're going to let this guy get some of that. Of course, he is Midas touched, and that is fantastic. We're very, very pleased about that. And in we go here. There we go. We captured, and we're going to enforce those demands and disband our troops. Problem solved. So at this point, we are now completely and totally truced to everyone over here. That makes me sad, to be sure. Our truce with Bengal just ran up. Hilarious. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We've got, like, de jure county claims we could do. Probably not. This duke has some crappy claims. Just checking to see if any of our vassals have useful claims. The answer to that is nope, they do not. Okay. We could get these 2 counties away from them. We could get these 2 counties away from them. Or these 3 counties. That's disgusting. We're gonna do this one. I'm not happy about it. But it's what we're gonna do. We're gonna raise up our men-at-arms. They're going to come in here and siege. We've got a good siege leader there. And then we're gonna come down here. How many troops does he have? Like 6,000? Sure. We're gonna raise up our levy troops over this way. And they're gonna come on up over this direction. We're gonna look to get this cleaned up pretty quickly. And hopefully it will be nice and quick. It would be very, very awkward if it wasn't quick. 10k is enough. We don't really know where his armies are going, but or even where they are. They literally have to be in this county, in his capital county. Yeah, that's exactly where they were. They are embarking. That's okay. They can do that. Now, if they embark and come up here, they do have a numerical advantage on us. Until we do this. And raise up like 5k up here. So that's exactly what we'll do. Get 5k there, and then they're going to come up over here. Cool. We're going to split these guys in half and move on in over there. Excellent. Seems to be completely fine. We'll just get some slow sieges going, and you can see they're on their way on up. Sounds good to me. Our counselor died, and now we need a new steward, and this guy will do. Fantastic. 15 months on that slow siege. Hilarious. We're not actually going to wait that long, naturally. But we're going to head down here and slow siege. When are they going to be arriving? Oh, they landed over here, and they're sieging. Adorable. I don't know why they chose to do that. That seems like a bad idea. But if that's what they want to do, I guess I'll allow it. 10 months here, 5 years here on their capital, but we'll see. Sway scheme gains progress. Always good to see. Okay, let's go ahead and split this force off a bit. We're going to leave just the mangonels here. These guys are going to head down. No, these guys are going to head down over here as soon as this is done. There we go. And these guys are going to head here. We're going to send a force of about 2,000 up there to go with. We're not going to bother slow sieging this. No point. Instead, we're going to group these units together. And they are going to walk down here. See about fighting these guys. Yeah, they're going to embark. It'll cost money. We don't care. We have so much money. It's completely fine. Okay, sounds good. That guy's happy. Always a good thing to see. We'll see if we can get that castle taken away from him soon enough. Strangely enough, for the past couple of days, I've been noticing little hitches in Crusader Kings. I thought at first that it was an issue with my computer because restarting seemed to fix it, but this is actually on a fresh boot, so I'm not sure why we're seeing hitches right now, but that's something that I will definitely investigate after this episode. We'll see what's going on with that one, and hopefully I'll be able to fix it. We're going to take, I think, Fearful Troops. And then we'll land right over here. We've got a dangerous faction again. That's these guys being jerks. Like, look at this. He's got 60 opinion of us, and he's just chilling in the faction. What a jerk. We're 94% war score, and let's move these guys down over here. 4 months on that siege. That is fine. Yeah, these guys have very high opinion of us, and they're just chilling in here. We're going to send this guy a gift for 19 more opinion and see what happens. I mean, they're too weak to send an ultimatum now, so there's that. Sure. We're about to arrive here, and that is going to be 3 months, and this down here is 2 months. So either of those will finish the war. And that's great. That will, of course, net us some additional territory up here. Not a lot, but what would this guy be into? He's a tough soldier, just shy, greedy, holy warrior, gallant, and legendary blade master. I've heard that he appreciates feats of war. That sounds like the kind of thing he'd like. Okay, now I just have to pretend that I know anything about warfare. Indeed. I hear that sieging is pretty good. At least in this game. Sieging is absurdly good in Crusader Kings 3. I honestly believe that they should nerf it. It's too strong. Not to say that I believe that battles should be at this level either, to be fair. And that's bugged. Okay. There we go. Perfect. So, yeah, not to say that I believe that battles should be at this level either. I just think that sieging is too strong. Maybe they should change the cap for siege war score or something like that. That might actually do the trick. I'd have to think about what that would actually cause in terms of how I play. But that would definitely be interesting. So this duchy needs to be created, or rather usurped, and we're going to grant that over to this gentleman right here. There you go, buddy. 2 vassals go with, and we are fine. Excellent. Honestly, that should probably just be plopped into this particular kingdom. There we go. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Sounds good. I see East and West Francia have been busy. They took some territory over here, that's for sure. There's less non-us territory over here. I think I gained a favor hook on us. I might have clicked through that without paying attention. Maybe. So we're now truce to everyone over here again. So Bengal we're truced to, and this lady we're truced to, and yeah, we're truced there. So we should probably turn our focus onto Scandinavia at this point. This is a duchy tier realm. And they only have the one duchy. Fascinating. So what is their primary duchy? It would be this. Do it. This border gore, we want it gone. Now, this may or may not take all of it. It's a little unclear to me exactly how that works. When they're a duchy tier realm and we're claiming their primary duchy, sometimes we get all of their territory and sometimes we don't. It probably has something to do with the way that the titles are structured and rank differentials and things like that. But I'm not 100% certain on what causes that to happen. What we are going to do is see what we get, and that's okay. We'll just take what we can, and if we don't get it all, that's okay. We did not become a drunkard there. That's probably good. We're going to raise up around 5,000 troops here. No, please. Do go on. So there's 5,000. Excellent. They're going to immediately head up and start slow sieging, and these guys will follow along as soon as they're done raising. We see around 8,000 enemy troops up here. That's okay. Farewell, my chancellor. We're now an eager reveler. Excellent. We can extort our subjects, but we don't have a reason to. Still another 40 days on our men-at-arms showing up, which is kind of sad. I'm concerned about this timing. I'm quite concerned about this timing. We have to back off and let our men-at-arms show up. That's what has to happen here. We can fight them, to be clear, once our men-at-arms are here. But without our men-at-arms, hard pass on that one. And they're just going to keep coming, so this seems fine. We're going to have a slight numerical disadvantage, actually. But I feel like that's okay. We're going to see if we can catch them partially. Like, catch only 1 or 2 chunks of their army. That'd be amazing. We do have a domain limit that we just lost. Awkward, but we'll grant that off to a low noble. It'll be fine. Crime cannot go unpunished. Indeed. I'm guessing these guys have access to horseshoes. We are moving at roughly the same speed as them. I'm going to raise up a few more troops. We're going to stop chasing. We're going to drop off our mangonels back here. Everyone else, continue chasing. Yes, we're going to take attrition going through here. We're going to raise up around 2,000 troops, and those are going to come up over here. Of course she'll be there. And here comes the spam. Gotta love it. Only 4 children? They only invited 4 children. Okay. That's entertaining. So we've got 1,000 and 2,000. In they go. Excellent. I mean, we would love to actually catch these guys over here. I don't think that's actually happening. Even if we did, do we think we win this? Probably. Especially if we put this guy in. And it looks like they're going to let us catch them. No, they're not, actually. But if we do this... Oh, look at that. We catch part of their force. They stopped moving these guys, but not all of their troops. The AI does weird things like this, and I don't understand why. I wish that it wouldn't. I really, really do. But this means that these guys are going to be late to the party, which means it doesn't matter that they had a slight numerical edge on us. Completely and totally irrelevant. Cool. This siege will be finished up quite soon. And then they're going to head up over here. We're at 72% war score right now. We got 50% war score from that battle. Granted, it was a big battle. At least for this duchy. I don't know that it was worth 50% war score, though. I don't know. I kind of feel like they need to just drop war score gains like 50% across the board. That's kind of the way I'm feeling right now. It would be a huge change. There's no doubt about it. But I feel like war score is too easy to get and also too easy to lose. Like when you're against enemies losing war score, I think you lose too much war score as well. So yeah, I think that they should lower war score gains basically across the board. What is this faction? What are you up to, buddy? He's 76 opinion of us. What a jerk. Just chilling in the faction with 76 opinion. Everyone here has a positive or neutral opinion of this guy. Or of us, rather. Even this guy. He's only -1. And yet, they're still like, you know what? Let's have some independence. Okay. A lot of them would likely be unwilling to rejoin this faction. And can we do something here? I still think that grandchildren should be able to get an alliance. I do. Like, I guess that's kind of what I'm saying here, isn't it? With regard to the battles and the grandchildren, I'm looking for less focus on war and more focus on diplomacy and dynasty building, I think. I think that's where I'm going with this. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, there is that quote-unquote pacifist run that I've been talking about doing that's probably going to be after this one. And it would be basically that. We wouldn't be allowed to wage offensive war. You have to inherit, would be the idea. I have no idea how far we'd actually get. It would be interesting, to be sure. But look at this. Like, we've occupied 3 counties. And sure, we stack wipe their army. but we've occupied 3 counties and we're at 100% war score. Now, to some degree, it makes sense, because when you look at the relative sizes, they're probably just going to give up. But that's what the option of the AI submitting to the Great Khan is for. Okay, what do we get? Huge chunks of it. Okay, cool. And we're going to be truced with that guy. Sure. So we're going to need to get this duchy made. I want to select this. There we go. Usurp that duchy. And that de jure goes over here, which is currently held by us, and we're going to give it to this guy instead. And we will grant that title to him. Excellent. And we need to hand these out as well. I didn't actually realize... Oh, that's our vassal. We'll give it to this guy and this guy. I didn't actually realize that we still had these up here, but sure. Those should be granted to rightful liege. And indeed we shall. Okay. Perfect. How are we doing? 1 direct vassal above our limit is not too bad. Okay. Interestingly... Oh, yeah, we granted the Duke over to this guy. Sure. That's completely fine. So we've definitely made some progress up here in Scandinavia. No doubt about that one. And we would love to go after a few more of these. Some of these are somewhat bigger fights, like Uppland and Sweden. They're not huge by any stretch of the imagination. These over here are independent now, although... Oh, this is independent. This is the kid we were just fighting against. Interesting. Okay. Well, that, I guess, is fine. Yeah. I guess that's fine. So we're going to go after a couple of these locations. This guy for sure. Is this a single county? Yeah, we can just do a de jure. Let's do it. Do we want to go after anyone else over here while we're at it? I mean, there's this lady. We don't actually have a de jure claim, but we can just... Holy War? No, we can just do a conquer claim on the county. And I think we're not going to go after Sweden and Uppland in this pass. So let's go ahead and get our men-at-arms raising here. And in they go. And then we're going to get some levy troops down over here. And in they go as well. We'll see how many of each we need. Okay. Sounds good. So we'll stop gathering these guys as soon as this turns to the green flag. Any moment now. I'm actually surprised it hasn't yet. Kind of shocked. There we go. I glanced up here, and that was the moment it turned. Isn't that just the way it works? So we've got 45 days on our men-at-arms coming in over here. That's fine. And we are hoping for... Okay, sure. We're hoping for some quick wars here. We are going to want to check on the status of the truces down over this way, although it looks like some of this was cleaned up. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, sounds good to me. They have made some solid progress down here. Our vassals have. We're very pleased about this, and here we come. So this is going to be this particular war over. We did not stack wipe over here, but that's okay. How long is the siege going to be? 3 years. Okay, well, it's not going to be actually that long. Okay, so that's a stack wipe over here, and the siege will be done very, very shortly, and then these guys are going to head down over here. No problem whatsoever. Oh, really? You're going to walk in with 55 troops. That is very brave. I'll give you that. Very, very brave. Okay, so we're going to attack over here right now. We'll go ahead and enforce our demands here. Fantastic. And that, of course, was a de jure claim, so there's nothing needing to be done. Sounds good to me. Let's move on in, and we'll get this siege done. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish that up and continue pushing in over here, and maybe clean up a little bit more over here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.